okay. And then I just apply the throttle. Oh my gosh.
All right, guys, so here's what we're doing today. We, Blair, have come over to my buddy Derek's house because he has a cool car. And I absolutely love this thing. He got it a few years ago. So, Derek, welcome to the channel.
What's going on?
So, dude, you have a cool car. Can you introduce it to us?
So it's a 2021 Dodge Charger Scatpack Widebody. It's in F8 green, the traditional F8 green. It's got the tan interior. So inside it's got the tan interior to go along with the green.
Oh yeah.
I went fully loaded. It's got all of everything except for navigation because of the chip shortage. I wasn't able to get the chip shortage, and I ordered this car and built it. Went in and sat down with the guys at Dodge, down at Haddad Dodge, built it myself, and picked out all the colors.
Dude, what was that like? Because everybody usually buys a car, but you picked it out. What was that? Was that cool?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, waiting for it, watching online about how long it's going to take for the car to be ready. You know, you're kind of sitting there waiting and waiting. I almost backed out after I had ordered it because I found a Shaker Challenger wide body that was a stick in Texas, and I was going to fly out and buy that instead. But I share an affinity for cars with my son, and in a Charger or in a Challenger, my son, my daughter, like, they couldn't ride in the back, and that's kind of where my affinity came from. So I was riding with my mom, so I wanted to make sure there was enough room for the family.
Nice.
In a sports car.
Nice. All right, man. What are some cool features of this thing?
Well, it's 485 horsepower. I can't remember the torque off the top of my head, but it's got a lot of torque. It's got 4 different driving modes. You have auto, sport, custom, and then there's track mode. Track mode turns off all the traction control and everything else. It opens up the exhaust and lets you get full access to the power. It's got the 8-speed Tremec. I think it's a Tremec transmission, if I remember correctly. So it's got the red calipers. I did red calipers, and I went with the traditional Charger wheels. I didn't do the upgrade. I like these way more than the other ones. The other ones are pretty nice, but I was a huge fan of these. And so besides that, man, it's got the sunroof. It's got the tan interior. It's got the best feature, honestly, which is crazy. I got the adjustable speed control.
Like the automatic cruise? Or?
Yeah, cruise.
Okay.
The cruise control, so I can space it, you know, because here's the thing. This is my daily driver. Like, I didn't buy this to let it sit in the garage and take it out on a Sunday. This thing is driven almost every day. It's only been in the rain once. It has only been in the rain once. That's where the mud underneath the wheel wells came from, because one time this year I got it, you know, I didn't realize it was going to rain, and I got stuck in the rain with it.
I think I was there that day.
Yeah,
I remember you saying it.
I had never driven it in the rain, so.
That's one thing that's cool about you, Derek.
Yeah.
A lot of people drive these every once in a while, but you daily this thing.
I daily it, yeah. It's a hit at the gas pump, but.
What kind of mileage does it get? That's one of my.
You know, honestly, if you drive it well, it'll drop down into the four cylinder. It has that mode, so I mean, I do 70 on the way to work. I'm that grandpa on the highway. I enjoy torque much more than speed. So I like to get to my speed quickly. As a kid, my mom used to drive a IROC Z28 Camaro, and I always remembered my head bobbing. And this is the first automatic I've bought ever after my first car, when I first got my Aries K Plymouth station wagon as my first car. So I did go back to automatic just because I have always loved this car and always wanted one. I almost got an Hellcat, but that was just $300 on insurance every month was just way too much.
That was my next question, is you went Scatpack, and I think that was by choice.
Yeah, I mean, I did Scat, but the reason is I want to go Elephant. So my goal is to buy the Elephant motor and drop it in and leave the 392 badge, leave the Hemi badge, don't put the Elephant anything on it, and I just want it to be a sleeper.
Oh
You
man.
know, so nobody will know. So I mean, and then what I'm going to do is I actually talked to my son. I don't know whoever watched Home Improvement, but I was fascinated with the idea of building a car with my son.
Yeah.
And now my son's getting older, so we're probably going to build an MK4 with the motor out of this. So I'm going to take the motor out of this, order the MK4, which is a kit car
Yeah.
that looks like the Cobra,
Yeah.
and we're going to drop the Hemi, this Hemi inside of it. Because I mean, doing anything bigger than 500 horsepower in a car like that, you can't even grip.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so,
So with this car, you know, it's a Mopar.
yeah.
It's huge. You know, it's a huge car.
It is.
It's heavy.
Very
Lots
heavy,
of power.
A lot of power.
How does it handle?
You know what? This is my second set of tires. I went through the first set of tires in 20,000 miles. You know, when you buy it, they give you the summer grip tires.
Yeah.
And I actually, this time, I went with a little bit more sidewall because I just could never get grip. Like you hit the gas a little bit, and the next thing you know, you're sideways. And I mean, this gets sideways super easy. So
Yeah.
I mean, the Hellcat, I can't even imagine. So we went with a little bit bigger sidewall. I went with Cooper, Xeons, RS3s. I've never had them on a car before, but they're actually, I'm not gonna lie, man, they're really, I like the tire. You know, I mean, obviously everybody wants to get the Michelin, you know, P4 Sports or whatever, but dude, they're $300 and some odd dollars. I just wasn't gonna go there. So I got these for $250 each. So I think it was like $1,100 or $1,200 to get the tires put on.
They're
so
gorgeous.
it grips, man. It handles really well. You'd be very, very surprised. It is a heavy car. It's not like the IROC, or it's not like the Camaros, you know, the SS1s or SS2s. I was looking at those. So I was between this, the Camaro SS2, and then the or SS1, whatever the higher level one is, or the Dodge Challenger Widebody shaker hood, same color. But I kind of wish I got that Challenger. But
Really?
yeah,
Dude.
you know, because it's stick. You know what I mean?
I got
When
you.
put 500 horsepower under your legs and you're shifting. I mean, that's a pretty awesome feeling. So.
That is cool.
But no, I do love this car, and you know, we call it the Dad Have Room. So I used to have a Subaru. I used to have a Subaru STI that had air suspension, dropped it to the ground. My son actually worked on it with me when I did all the installations. He was really small, so he would just hand me tools. But he always called my cars Dad Have Room.
Oh.
He always wanted to ride in the Dad Have Room, so that's why we have the license plate. So.
All right, dude. So I think this is a future collectible. What do you think?
I do. Yeah, absolutely. Right now, I mean, if the last generation Hellcats are going for $20,000-$30,000 markups. So I mean, this is not top of the line, but I'll tell you, I don't think there were many of this specific model built in 2021 due to the chip shortage. So if you really look at it, this is actually kind of rare because there's only so many of this green with the tan interior with all the add-ons that I put on it. So I think it's going to be a collectible, but we'll see.
Yeah.
See. I think the Hellcats are.
All right, dude. So one cool feature of this car that, you know, you added to it is you have a go bag in it. Can you show off your go bag? Are you willing to?
Yeah.
I thought this was pretty cool.
So people don't know what, I don't know. A lot of people don't know what a go bag is or a ghillie bag. So wherever I go anywhere, I take this bag with me. So I guess you can consider me a little bit of a prepper, but you know, God forbid we ever have, if anybody's following our wayward government right now, you're probably going to know that, you know, anything you see on the news, things are going to maybe get heated. We never know. You know, we always think it can't happen to us, and World War II was the last World War, but either way, I think it's always good to be prepared. My grandfather was in the Navy. My dad was in the Army for a little while. I have friends, you know, that have family that were always in the military, and they said, always have a bag. So my family has, you know, we have plans. If anything ever does happen, we know where to meet. You know, it's just, I make sure I got boots. You know, I have boots. I got first aid kit. I got a knife. This has got paracord, so you got yourself a little compass. You know, and inside here is a bunch of different types of strings, all sorts of stuff that you could wear around your wrist just in case of an emergency. Inside, you know, beanie just in case it gets cold. You've got a poncho. This is a solar panel for Patriots, man. You know, give them a little boost. But this is a little solar panel thing that you can hook your phone up to, so that if you know, if the phones still work. At least you got something to give you a little bit of power. Binoculars, a radio that you can wind. So you wind it up. It's got solar as well. So you just wind it up and it gives you power. There you go, see? You gotta turn it off. It's got an SOS feature as well. Also got, you know, tight clothing to keep you warm. There's boots in here, there's a shovel, there's a canteen for water. Also got a lighter. This is a lighter that could be charged. So it's actually battery powered lighter. It actually fell out somewhere in the box down in there. What else? I don't know if you guys have these, but you need to get them. Lifesaver straws. They keep you alive. You can drink water at any kind of river or anything, and it'll filter it for you while you drink.
What?
So
really?
Yeah. And
Dude,
I got,
that's legit.
these are like NASA blankets. So the stuff that they use in NASA to keep you warm. So I've got some tents, and I got a tent like this. Cool. I got a blanket like this. So it's really stacked with everything you can think of. Jeans, boots, and there are boots that you can run 5'11". If you don't know, now you know. 5'11". That's the way you go. I'm actually looking to get a little bit bigger of a bag. This bag's starting to fall apart. This was a cheap one that I got online, and it's already starting to rip. So I've been meaning to go down to 5'11", get another one. What else do we got? You got yourself, this is actually a taser. Yeah.
Dude, that is one heck of a go bag.
So I try to have everything I need just in case, you know. My family's my #1 priority, so if I'm ever not around them, and I take this everywhere. If I switch to my truck, this goes in the truck. If I go to LA, it goes with me.
Mopar. You're a Mopar guy.
I am, actually.
Every one of your cars is a Mopar.
Yeah, I got a Jeep Grand Cherokee, I've got a Dodge Charger, and I've got the Ram Rebel 4x4. I picked that up in Vegas.
Okay, so Mopars love or hate? Why do you love it?
You know what's funny is that, I don't know, I just feel like it's just manly, I guess. I don't know. I feel like it's just real.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I like Ford, but I think Ford's just, no, I don't like Ford at all.
Careful. Careful.
I know you're a Ford guy, but for me, I mean, I like the Bronco. It's kind of cool, but I think that right now, here's the thing, they charge way too much.
Yeah.
You know, for something like this, if you don't go wide body, you can get this, well, before the car economy went crazy, you could get this for like, I think like 38.
Wow.
If you didn't go wide body. And I mean, I got a deal on mine. I won't say what, but I got it at a time when everybody was marking up. And my thing is I just go in and I tell them, look, I could either order it from you or I can order it from somebody in Texas. I'm going to fly whoever's going to give me the best deal. So either you can get a sale. Yep. You're not going to get the commission you want, but you'll get the sale you want. Yep. And they said, okay. So they did it. And I almost backed out, though, because I didn't put the navigation in it. I was pretty upset. It was supposed to be in there, and they said because of the chip shortage, they couldn't.
All that stuff is it goes obsolete as soon as your new phone comes out. So
yeah, but remember, the phones link up to stuff on the ground. Navigation links to the skies.
That's right, and you're the guy with the go bag. I
Dude,
mean,
I'm a little, you know.
No, that's cool. I love it. I love it. Dude, thank you.
Better to be prepared than not.
I love it, dude. Thank you for showing us a car. Dude, can we go around the block?
Absolutely.
All right,
yeah,
man.
let me grab my keys.
All right. All right, here we go. We're going for a ride in the SRT 392 Scatpack. We're gonna do a launch right now?
Yeah.
All right, doing a launch.
Not right now.
Oh, not right now.
Get over there. When we get over there.
Dude, one thing I love. Oh, jeez. Wait, that wasn't a launch?
No. That was a little bit.
This thing's built different.
Oh yeah. And the great thing is you can drive it. Like you can drive it far, you know. You can go places, you can, you know, and be comfortable in your ride.
All right, so what are we doing?
Peeling out.
All right.
So we go to active line lock. So it locks everything up. Right? So what I do now follow instructions in cluster. Apply the brake pressure, and it says press and hold OK to hold front brakes. So I hold OK, and then I just apply the throttle.
Oh my gosh. Oh, dude, that was bad.
That's
Wow.
the cool thing about these cars, dude, is, you know, they're family, but they're also fun, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I can get on it, go and do some fun stuff, and honestly, that's probably the third time I've ever done a line lock. Because I love this car. I want to treat it good, you know what I mean? I want it to last.
Yeah.
So, you know, you want to be good to your vehicle and take good care of it, you know?
Love it, dude.
Yeah,
Well, thanks for showing us
absolutely.
your awesome car, man. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, thanks for watching, but we'll see you in the next one.